Behind closed doors, a silent battle rage. The masks we wear in public conceal the turmoil within a dance of deception, manipulation, and shattered souls. Today, we delve into the twisted world of narcissistic abuse, where love turns to poison and victims become unwitting pawns in a chilling game. Narcissistic abuse is a malevolent force that thrives on power and control. It's not just about physical bruises, it's the slow erosion of identity, autonomy, and sanity. These victims, often wives, find themselves trapped in a web spun by their own partners. Our focus today, the bizarre behaviors exhibited by these wives, the eerie manifestations of their silent suffering. Brace yourselves, for we're about to peer into the abyss and witness the inexplicable. Join me as we unravel the enigma, the weird behaviors of wives abused by narcissistic husbands. The masked reality. In the spotlight, they dazzle an illusion of love and devotion. These narcissistic husbands, masters of deception, weave a web of charm that beguiles even the most discerning eyes. 1. Love bombing. Picture this: roses strewn across the bed, whispered promises of forever, and endless declarations of love. In the beginning, they shower their wives with affection, drowning them in a sea of emotion. It's intoxicating, addictive, the perfect trap. 2. Public displays of affection. Step into their world: the gala, the charity event, the family gathering. He holds her hand, kisses her forehead, and smiles like a devoted partner. Cameras click, and the world sees a fairy tale. But behind closed doors, the mask slips, revealing the hollow man beneath. 3. Gaslighting. The cruelest trick of all. Gaslighting, a psychological dance where reality bends and twists. He whispers, "You're imagining things," as he rewrites history. The wife questions her sanity, her memories fading like smoke. He molds her perception, leaving her adrift in a sea of doubt. The isolation game. Behind the closed doors of their shared home, a sinister game unfolds. The narcissistic husband, a puppeteer, pulls invisible strings, weaving a web of isolation around his unsuspecting wife. 1. Social isolation. Friends become distant memories, and family gatherings mere echoes. He cuts off her lifelines one by one. Phone calls go unanswered, invitations declined. The wife stands alone, isolated from the world she once knew. The narcissistic husband whispers, "They don't understand us. It's just you and me." 2. Emotional isolation. Emotions are currency in this twisted economy. He erodes her self-esteem, chipping away at her confidence. Compliments turn to criticisms, laughter to tears. She becomes a vessel for his emotional needs, her own feelings irrelevant. Dependent on his validation, she drifts further from herself. 3. Financial isolation. In the realm of control, finances are potent weapons. He holds the purse strings, dictating her every move. Joint accounts become invisible chains, restricting her autonomy. The wife tiptoes around bills, afraid to displease him. Dependence breeds compliance, and she dances to his tune. The emotional roller coaster. Emotions, like tides, ebb and flow within these fractured relationships. The wives, caught in a vortex of love and torment, ride a roller coaster of the soul, one that defies reason and sanity. 1. Love-hate cycles. Picture a pendulum swinging wildly. He adores her, showering her with affection, whispering promises of forever. But then, without warning, the winds shift. Love morphs into disdain, a venomous brew. She's left bewildered, clinging to memories of gentler days. 2. Silent treatment. His weapon of choice, silence. When displeased, he retreats into the shadows, leaving her stranded in a void. Days stretch into eternity as she pleads for words, for connection. The silence screams louder than any argument, gnawing at her sanity. 3. Triangulation. Enter the third player, the unwitting pawn. He weaves a web of intrigue, involving friends, family, or even ex-lovers. Conversations become battlegrounds, alliances shifting like sand. The wife is caught in a twisted game of loyalty and betrayal. Whispers reach her ears, "You're not enough." The self-doubt spiral. Within the walls of their shared existence, a storm brews, a tempest of self-doubt. The wives, battered by relentless waves, find their very essence eroded. Let us descend into the abyss, the twisted psyche of victims. 1. Constant criticism. His words are chisels, carving away at her self-worth. Every action dissected, every flaw magnified. She cooks, he scoffs. She laughs, he frowns. Her confidence crumbles, replaced by a gnawing ache. Not good enough, he whispers, and she believes. 2. Blaming and shaming. When the storm rages, he points fingers. Blame becomes his weapon, and she wears guilt like a shroud. The broken plate? Her fault. The missed appointment? Her negligence. He absolves himself, leaving her drowning in shame. 3. Projection. His flaws, like shadows, haunt him. But he cannot bear their weight. So, he projects them onto her canvas. His infidelity? Suddenly, hers. His insecurities? Now hers to carry. She becomes a mirror reflecting his darkness, her own identity fading. Conclusion. Let us revisit the labyrinth we've explored, the weird behaviors etched into the lives of these wives. From love bombing to silent treatment, from isolation to projection, they navigate a treacherous landscape. Their souls bear scars unseen, their hearts echo with pain. But listen closely, dear wives. You are not alone. The mirror may reflect his darkness, but it also reflects your strength. Recognize the signs, for knowledge is your armor. Reach out to friends, to professionals, to the quiet voice within. Break free from the chains that bind you. Remember, you are more than a victim, you are a survivor. And as the sun rises, so does your resilience.